Okay. Hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope that you're doing fine. Good afternoon, Joanna, Mazir. Good to see you. Good to see you all. You are my first class of the week and my last class of the week. So I'm happy when I'm starting to teach you in the beginning of the week, and I'm happy when I'm ending because it's the end of the week. So either way, I'm always happy with this class. Awesome. Hey, Tank, good to see you. Good to see you, all of you. I hope that the week has been treating you well. That you're gonna be able to have a resting long weekend. Okay? Yes, Joanna. Monday's holiday, so you have a break, at least one day, at least a little break. I know that you have assignments, you have things to get done, but it's good to have an extra day in our weekends, in a good weekend like this. Tomorrow will be the best day, so if you plan to go outside, tomorrow is the day. Sunday and Monday will be a bit rainy, but that's fine. That's all good. Okay, so a few days since our last class, and we're gonna reconnect with the content that we have started to see on that day. Okay, we were looking at how to deploy our applications to Azure, and we stopped right at the point that we had created what did we create on Azure? What did we create there? Anyone remembers what we did create? Two things that we created there. Yes, SQL Server database. We did create two databases. Let's have a look at there. So I'm logged in on Azure on my account. I have a lot of stuff here because I have 3 sections that I'm teaching this course. So I'm going to filter this. I'm going to go to all resources and I'm going to filter based on, I'm going to go back here. Let's see, resource groups. And then I'm going to filter just for section 001. We have done quite a few things here. Actually, there is a better way to see this. Where is it? All resources, and then here I can filter. Oh yes, right here. Group by resource group. And here is our resource so far. We just need to worry about this one here, not the rest. We ignore the rest, we need to see this one. So we have the database server. Here's the database server. Hey, Yonga. And then we have the products database and the identity database. So one server, 2 databases. Okay? Today, we will reconnect with that. So I have opened the source code where we left last time. I'm going to reconnect SQL as I have disconnected that. So I'm gonna reconnect here. I have the name of our server here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so here it is. So the name of our server is this one. It's a SQL authentication, and the user is sec001, and I have the password as well. I'm gonna remember the password and I'm gonna connect. Okay, so we have a problem. We have a little problem here. Remember last time we opened the firewall so that our computer could communicate with Azure directly. Right now my IP address has changed. See, it says your client IP address does not have access to the server. That's fine, so we're gonna fix that. I think that I can I add that from here? Well, I'm gonna cancel this. I'm just gonna go back there to Azure. I'm gonna open actually I can open the server. So I can go to the server And I should be able to see firewall somewhere here. Where is it? Here. Firewalls and virtual server. Look, we have my old IP address. My new one is this one. What is my IP address? This is my current one, .230. The old one was .240. So I'm going to click on Add Client IP. So I authorize again my new IP to access the server. And I'm going to say save. It's updating. It's done. Now, if I try to connect, I get through. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get through to the database. I should have both databases here. Here we have. And if I run this right now, I'm running on my local computer, but accessing the remote databases. Okay? I would highly recommend, if you missed last class, to have a look at that class. Okay, because we covered quite a lot. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be deploying now the application live so that we can have a URL that I can give to you, you can give to a friend, you can give to a potential employer to show the wonders that you can do with .NET, the wonderful stuff that you can do with .NET Core. Okay? You're going to be deploying your application, hopefully live today. Good afternoon, Sona. Good to see you. Live today. I want to see your applications going live today. Okay? Actually, that is your bonus number 10. Your bonus number 10 is you're going to give to me the URL for your live sports store applications. More about that a little bit later. Okay, most of the time you're going to be using to do that exercise. One more thing that we're going to be doing today is I'm going to ask you, after we are done deploying this live, I'm going to ask you to take the student survey. You have received an email from me. If you have not done it yet, you're going to do it today. I'll save some time today for us to have a look at that. Okay? Great. So, right now, here's the situation. We have our databases live on Azure, but our code is still running where? Where is it that we're running this? Still running where? We are still running on our device, on my device, on my laptop. Okay? This address tells me that it's running in my local system, in my desktop. Even though it's accessing the remote database, but the application is in my laptop. Okay? So we're going to be deploying now this application live. Yes, it's running locally. But now the application will be deployed live. Okay? For us to do that, let's close here. And look at this. We have done this already. We have set the environment variable to production. So we have done this right here under, if I right click the project, if I go to properties, I can scroll to well, for some reason it's not scrolling, but let me try again. Here, look, the variable is already pointing to production. Okay, so that's done. Now we are able to run and save. We have created a database, we have populated the database. Now we're going to be publishing our application live. It's quite simple. If all goes well with you, it's going to be a 2 minutes thing. Okay, so I'm going to right click the project and then go to publish. By clicking here, I can select a new Azure App Service that I'll be creating. Okay, so the same way as we have created uh, 2 databases. We have created 1 server as well. Now it's the time for us to create our app service. App service is how you host an application on Azure. You're gonna create an app service to run your application, okay? So we're gonna select create new one. I'm gonna go create profile. I'm gonna go slowly here because if you need to take snapshots, you will have a chance to take snapshots here. To print screen, create some print screens there. You're gonna follow the same process today as well, okay? To deploy your own sports store. I want to see everyone with a beautiful sports store deployed today here, okay? The first thing here that you need to look at is the account at the top right corner. Are you using the correct account? Did you log in to the account that you have used to create the databases, to create your Azure account? You have to make sure of that. So if you don't see your account here, you need to click on add account so you can enter email and password to access the account that you are using for Azure. Okay, that's the first one. The second thing you have to make sure, well, you don't need really to change this, but if you want, you can change this name here. This name must be unique. If I try something very simple here, like Sports Store, look, it tells me that there is already a database called Sports Store. Most likely, I have created this many years ago. Anyway, it tells me that there's already something like that. So I can change the name. I can change the name of my application. This name will be part of the final URL. The final URL that you're going to be using to access your application live. So make it meaningful. Put your name maybe. But let's say our section is section 003. So summer 20-sec001. Ooh. It's not available. Someone has already created that one. So that's fine. So let's go for section 1-1. Okay, there we go. Unique. Subscription, keep it as a free trial. If all goes well with your account, you are either using an account from Centennial or a brand new account that you might be using that has a 30 days free trial. Okay, so use a free trial. Resource group, you will only see one resource group really because you have just created one. In my case, we're gonna see many because for each section I'm creating a new resource group. So for this one here, I'm gonna select resource group M20-sec001. I'm gonna select this one here. Hosting plan, you don't need to change that. Application size, you don't need to change that. Keep them as they are. So really, honestly, the only thing here is to make sure that the account is correct, because the name you can keep whatever was there. I recommend you put your name so it becomes more meaningful to you. And the other information here, it should be all fine, all good. Okay? So in this screen, that's it. You're gonna click create. Let's hit there. Any questions before I proceed here? Any questions? Again, make notes of this as we go along because you will be repeating those steps by yourself. I'll be here to assist, but in our second half today of the class, you're gonna do this by yourself. Can we do this step first, then create the SQL? Yes, you can. However, at the end of this process here, it's gonna launch the site, the application right away. Because it's launched right away, and if you don't have the database there yet, it's gonna fail, okay? So that's why I first create the databases, I run the migration scripts, and then I deploy the application. As a last one, because while I'm deploying, it's gonna launch the URL for the site, And if the database is not there, it's going to fail. Okay, so I left this for the last step. But again, nothing wrong with starting from one and going to the next one. That's all fine. Now, it's all fine, but if you did not create the database yet, you don't have the app settings, the new one. So you will have to redeploy your application after you make the necessary changes here. So in a way, I would really recommend to do the database first, then run the migration scripts, then do the app service at last, you know? Just a suggestion, nothing wrong if you change the order. Okay, so I'm gonna click on create. When you are deploying to Azure, sometimes errors happen. Like in the previous section, 2 students were not able to deploy because the deployment was giving them errors. I didn't know what the problem was, to be honest, with them. I didn't. So the only thing that we can do is we can try again. Eventually it goes through, but again, we can go through some hiccups. Okay, so this is the next screen that shows up in our wizard. Very important here. Look at this. Site URL. This site URL, you're going to click on copy. And then you're going to click on copy. And then you can copy to a local text file. Okay? Look at this. So I just click the copy button here. Okay? Copy button. I copy the URL. This is the URL that I'm going to ask you to share with me for your bonus number 10. Okay? Give me just a quick second here. I'll be back in a second. Just some people makes a lot of noise right now, and I need to shut them down. So give me 1 minute. Oof, sorry about that. It was just the water running the pipes here. The water was making a buzzing sound that was driving me nuts. Anyway, sorry about that. So what I was just saying is that copy the URL. Yeah, you can hear that. Okay, it's great. So copy the URL, and this is the URL that you're going to save in a text file. Can be a Word document, can be a regular text file. And then click on publish. Now, when I click publish, this will deploy the application live. Okay, so I'm going to click publish. And let's see. But look, before you publish, make sure that the code is compiling properly. Okay, so it's always a good idea to try to go to build, rebuild solution. Just to check if everything is working fine. So good. So rebuild all succeeded. Great. So click publish. And now just wait a little bit. Let's see. It's going to try to compile again. At this point, usually I cross my fingers. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Look. Okay, look at the URL. We have our application running on Azure. Now I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to paste. You can give it a try. Access it. Go for it. Give it a try. I'm going to, just to prove it, I'm going to change the name and the price here again. So I'm going to go to the database of products, the table. Give it a try to access. Tell me if you can. I'm gonna open the products table. I'm gonna make a change to the name of the kayak boat. I'm just gonna keep it kayak. So I'm gonna take this out and the price to 70. And if I refresh this, there we go. Can you access the URL and make some orders? I'm gonna look at the order/list. Admin secret 123 $. Okay. Then let me have a look at the orders. Order list. Come on, everyone. Access the URL. Do some checkouts. Click on add to cart. Click checkout. See if you can create some orders here. Come on, give me a hand here. Let's do some orders there. Make your orders and I'll have the driver delivering the shipments today to you. Who's able to access the site? Anyone? Thank you, Secret. Awesome. Thank you, Juhi. Awesome. Appreciate that. You see? Look, is this magical? Now I've deployed an application live and you can all access the same application, you know? This is awesome. I might be just a geek, you know, but I find this amazing. It's magic. It's magic thing. Yeah. And today I want you to be the magicians. I want you to deploy Sports Store to your URL. In your URL, put your name there. Make your own. Put your name in the URL. Thank you, Basanta. Thank you, RV. Any questions here? Any questions? Again, I really want you to give this a try. Not yet though, but again, you have the option to do bonus 10 today during class time. I'm here to help you go through problems that you may come across. You need to combine what you have learned from last class to this one to put together to be able to deploy this application. The one that you're going to be deploying, the code, is this one here. So if you go to content, Sports Store chapter 12, you can download this one here and deploy it the way we did. First the database. Well, first of all, you have to create your account, then database, then application. Okay? Really, now, I would recommend to test with your eCentennial account, with your email address and password. If that doesn't work, then you can choose to create a brand new account. But usually, when you create a new account, you need to validate with your cell phone and your credit card. It's not gonna charge, but you need to validate that. I think that with your Centennial account, you don't need to validate that, okay? Johi, what if we have some local resources? Does it also go public? Yes, yes, it goes public. Everything that you have, now, everything that you have under the www root folder will go. If you have other things outside of the www root, it won't take that together. Okay, so you have to make sure that you add underneath. Thank use chapter 12 part 803. Yes, that's correct. Joe, he like images. That's correct. But again, image should be under the www root folder. If you have a look at the log, let me see here if I can see the log. When we deployed, it had recompiled, and you could see the log that it had deployed as well the files underneath www root folder. Okay. Now, before you do that, I'm gonna ask you to put aside the next 10 minutes, and you're gonna do a favor to you and a favor to me as well. Okay. We will be doing, actually you will be doing, it's anonymous by the way, you will be taking, I sent you an email I think yesterday or the day before about the student survey. Again, this is important because it's the way that the college collects your feedback and have your voice being heard by the administration, by the course coordinator, by the chair, by the dean, by the table, by the desk, by everybody. Okay? Now, it's all anonymous. We don't know who answered what. I don't even know if you have answered already or if you have not. I just know the total numbers. Okay? I know, for instance, that right now in 3 sections I have 92 students, and so far I only have 30 answers. So I would really, really appreciate if everyone that is on this call right now on this class take the next 10 minutes to have a look at this. Go to your homepage on eCentennial, scroll down, go to evaluation kits. You're gonna see our course. It doesn't matter what you put there, but whatever you feel like it's the course about. But again, whether it's good feedback, bad feedback, doesn't matter. I just want you to participate. What I'm looking for here are, I want to see your voice heard, the numbers going up, so that we have the most participation from students. Tell what worked, what didn't work. Tell them. That's how they listen. That's how they listen. That's how they bring things to instructors' attention. Okay? Again, I'll not know what you put, what you did not put. It's anonymous. It is full anonymous. Okay? So, take the next 10 minutes. Let's take care of that. Once we are back, we will continue this exercise, but now we're going to do that yourselves, and I will take attendance. Okay? 10 minutes here. Please, please, please have a look at that. I would love to see the numbers going up here. Thank you. I can see the numbers going up here, the numbers, the total numbers. So I appreciate your effort there to answer the survey. Thank you so much. Again, I just gave you a few more minutes to wrap things up, and we carry on. Okay, I think that we can move forward here. Again, I appreciate the effort there for for answering the survey. It's good. I'll be bugging you going forward a little bit more because again, I don't know who answered, but I will be bugging a little bit more. Anyway, so next here, before you get to your bonus 10, how about I'll take a quick attendance, and then you can focus on the exercise. So if you hear your name, just say hi in the chat. Aslan, I think Aslan is not around. Anusha, Basanta, and Beno. Basanta is there. Beno, I don't think so. Barath, Galfeng, and Gopika. Barath, Galfeng, and Gopika. Galfeng is there. Gopika is not. Gukirat, Jayanth, and Joanna, you're there. Gukirat and Jayanth. Okay, Juhi, you're there. Karandeep, Manpreet. Karandeep and Manpreet. Mazir, you are there. Mehmet, Mukahit, and Nita. Mehmet, Mukahit, and Nita. Pavani, Peitong, you're there. And Prince, you are there as well. Pavani. Ravi, Sali, and Samarth. Ravi, Sali, and Samarth. Sona, I saw you. Ravula, Sayed, and Tang. Ravula, Sayed, and Tang. Okay. Tang is present. Okay. Yonga, you are there. Zanab, you are there. Yeah, Zanab is there. And Deng. Deng, I think you are there as well. Deng. Yep. Okay. Great. Okay. So I would love to see your applications live. I want to see who's the first one. Who's the first one to give me your URL? That's a challenge for you. Who's the first one? Again, in the end, you're going to do this. You're going to download Sports Store Chapter 12, Part 0803. Download that from Centennial. Deploy the database to Azure. Well, first of all, make sure that you have an account. Deploy the database, and then deploy the application. As we just did, this becomes the last bonus that you're gonna have for the course, bonus number 10. Okay, Ravla, I'll put your presence there, Barath as well. Okay, so the way you're gonna upload this, you're gonna copy the URL, you're gonna paste inside a Word document, you're gonna save it, you're gonna upload the Word document as your bonus number 10 under assignments there on the Centennial. You have up to the beginning of next class, up to the beginning of Tuesday there, on our class on Tuesday morning, yes. Okay, so you have up to that to upload the URL of your project. Now, we have enough time today to get it done today as well. What is the reference that you're gonna have? You're gonna have this presentation. This presentation has lots of steps in the process to remind you. Hopefully you have some notes as well. I'm gonna share a video here that went through the steps. It's a video from a previous semester that you can use that as a reference point as well, because there are lots of little steps, and hopefully you have taken some notes as well, but the video will help you out. What else? Yeah, that's the challenge today. Who's the first one to give me a working URL? I'll be around. I'll be with you all the way through. If you get stuck, tell me the error that you are getting. Share your screen. Let me have a look at it as well. If you get some errors on Azure, maybe sometimes it's just a matter of closing Visual Studio, opening again. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay? What's here? See here. Do we have to create new user in your link provided? No. That's fine. No need to use that anymore, Mazir. That's fine. I just gave the URL just so you could try it out. You could load it and see that it really works. That it's deployed live. It's real. I'm not pretending here. Okay? Just that. You don't need to do anything else there. What I want to see is I want to see you deploying your applications. Okay? The link that I wanted to share with you is this one. Get to that. So in this link, you're gonna see the steps that I went through to do the deployment. This link over there. I think the link starts at the application deployment. You may want to go backwards a little bit and see the beginning of how to deploy the database. Okay? But I would love to see at least one live site today before the end of the day. Go for it. I'm here throughout our time to help you out. I'm here to help. If you get stuck there, if you don't know which command you have to run, if you don't know where's package manager or things like that, I'm here. I'm here to assist. Okay? Great. Go for it. That's what you're gonna be doing until the rest of the day today. Again, you have until the beginning of next class, but we have 1 hour together here. Why not just do it today and not have to worry about that over the weekends? Over the long weekends, so you can fully enjoy your long weekend. Young guy, put yours. That's fine. No worries about that. So let me just put a few people, Barath and Ravula. Again, does anyone have any questions about what needs to be done next? Any questions? The source code that you should download is available on the Centennial. If you go under Content, scroll down to Files, and then Chapter 12, and this is the one. Okay, Shakia, if you want to share your screen, I can have a look at that. I can have a look at that with you, that's fine. Do you want to do that? I can give you access. Okay, so I'm gonna stop my screen and I'm gonna provide access here. So the floor is yours, Shakia. If you want to show that, I can have a look. Okay. Okay, so okay. So which command did you run, Shakia? Can you type in the commands? Okay, so yeah, so paste there, hit enter, let's see. Okay, you see, it seems that there's a space there. Shaky, is that what I'm seeing? Cannot connect to server. There's a space in your. Can you zoom in your screen there? Can you zoom? Just yeah, keep going. See, there's a space there. Get rid of those spaces. See, TCP column. There's a space there. Don't put spaces there. Again, both connection strings they seem to be a bit messed up. Where's the yeah, but where's semicolon? But there's a column there. It's not all connected like this. Put column there. There's a column. Two dots, the column. Yep, and I mean, did you type in this or did you copy and paste? Because again, you should copy and paste. Don't type this. Otherwise, you're gonna have misspelling like this. Save it, try again. Give it a try again. Everyone, for the Azure, if you have problems with Azure, again, this is the right time to share that. Okay, so minimum it's not together. Shake ya. Look at the command that you are. Yeah, go for it. Okay, it seems to be okay. Now you do the same for the other database, for the identity database, for the context. Okay, try that. Correct. So you're gonna put the other one. You can copy that. Copy. It's better copying. You go to models and then just copy and paste there. Dash context. You're missing the dash contexts. Again, Shakia, look at, you should be copying and pasting the URL, the connection string. It might be something messed up in the connection string, you know. Stop right there. Let's have a look. Look, user ID, comma. Again, now the comma, there's a comma inside the user ID. Again, don't type this. Please don't type. Copy and paste. You didn't save it. Okay, so it seems that it has created both of them, Shaker. No problem, Shaker. Okay, that's my pleasure. Okay, Joanna, I most likely I'll be teaching comp 100 and comp 123. So yeah, so those are the ones that I will most likely be teaching next semester, you know. So I'll be going back to first semester students. No problem. Okay, Mazir, before database, do we have to create new resources? Uh, while you are creating a new database, it's gonna ask for a new resource. Yeah. Okay, okay. How is everybody doing? Any questions going on? Anyone stuck? Again, use this time well. Go free on your long weekend. Don't wait for last minute. You know, you have to do this by Tuesday morning. So again, I don't want you to be worried about this over the long weekend, you know. Again, anyone needs some help there? How are we progressing? Come on, give me some maybe private messages. You don't have to be public there. You can do that via Padlet or via the chat. Again, just would like to see how things are doing there. Just I cannot walk around in the classroom, so I don't know what's going on. So give me some feedback there. Still working? Okay, good. That's okay, Mazir. Yeah, the last few days have been very intense, with a lot of content. So today is really about let's put things in place and see with a real example and give this a try to go live, So okay, so we have the first contender here. Let's see. Yonga. Let's have a look. And voila. Awesome. Awesome. Looks good. Let's see here. Let's see the admin/index. And if assuming that I see that there's always something here in the login, but when I stop and I try this again, let's see here. Awesome. Yep. Looks like we have the first person here. Good. Yep. Congratulations, Yonga. Good. So just put the URL in a Word document and just upload to bonus number 10. Okay? I'm glad. I'm happy. Good. Congrats. Awesome. I'm glad that it worked, Yonga. Did you use that link for the past class that I had? Did you had a look at that? Good. Hopefully I will be able to at some point to do a shorter version because that's the full class. So if I can condense that to make it quicker, it will be more beneficial, I think. But you can always play double speed. Yes, Jung, just the link to the page. That's it. Just this link that you sent. upload there, and that is just enough. Okay, as I was saying, with Azure related problems, I really need to see happening because I don't have access to your account. So the time to check that is in class. I'm gonna check yours, thank to see what might be going on there. Oops, not this. Okay. Okay, I'll try to recompile locally and redeploy. Try to redeploy because maybe there's something a little bit off here. If you want to share, if you try again and you get the same error, again, it might be, look at the connection string to see if everything is okay there. I think there is a place that you can go to get additional details of this error message. Let me see if I can, if I have a note about that somewhere. Give me 1 second, because there's a place you can go to see more details about that on Azure. Let me see here. Yeah, the data might be there, but make sure that the connection string is correct there. Anyway, give it a try to deploy it again. In the meantime, I'm gonna see what you need to do to, oh, I think I know. I'm gonna show you something here that may give you additional information if you set this up correctly. It may give you additional details about the error. Because look, this error doesn't mean anything. It doesn't give us details. We need details here. So I'm gonna walk you through some settings that I have wrote down before. Let me see here. Yeah, so let's try this. Let's see here. App settings. Okay, I'm gonna go to my Azure account. I'm gonna go to our resources and to our app. You see, I have created an app. You have an app as well. It's whatever you named the URL. You're gonna have this type app service. You can go to home as well. If you see, this one here is, you're gonna have your own with your own name there. If you open that, let's see, configuration, you have to go to the configuration. Yeah, so configuration here. So go to the app, go to configuration, then go to app settings. Application settings is already here. Now we're gonna add one setting here. Let's see, app settings, connection, app settings. Yeah. So you're gonna add a new application setting. It has to have this very particular name. It has to be called, and I'm gonna paste that in the chat, ASP.NET Core _ detailed errors. So here's the key, and you have to set the value to true. And you have to mark this as deployment slot setting. This should provide more details on your error there, and hopefully it will give us what we want, which is, and again, make sure that you save this. Once you save, yeah, it's saved here. Then you can go back to your application. What I would recommend that you stop it and start it again, and then we can refresh the view to see if we get more details. Okay, so again, the value that you have to set this is to true. Give it a try, see if we can find more details. Okay, so let's have a look there. Oh, this is great. Look, cannot open server. Oh, okay. Okay, so Tank, what might be happening is that in the firewall, there are two settings that we have to set it up. One is opening our IP address, but the other one is opening the server to be able to communicate internally from the application to the database. So I think this is it. So let's go to your firewall. Go to the firewall. So to the firewall, you can open one of the databases. So let's say I'm gonna open, let's say, products. Then go to set server firewall. Go there. And then check this option here that says allow Azure services and resources to access this server. Make sure that this says yes and save it. Because I'm assuming that this is the problem based on the error message that we're getting there. This seems to be the problem. See, it's not allowing access. Yes, I think that you got it. I think you did it. Woohoo! Love it. I love to troubleshoot. To me, it's like it's magic. It's like a mystery that we uncovered. You know, I love it, and I love it better yet if we make it work. You know, if we don't get stuck. Everyone, have a good long weekend. Submit your URLs before Tuesday. Enjoy the weather. Tomorrow will be the best day. Sunday a bit rainy. Monday a bit raining. Enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy the magic of your long weekend. Take some time for you to relax. Take your mind away a little bit from the studies and relax a little bit. That's what I recommend. That's it. Thanks so much, Joanna. Have all of you a good one. Enjoy. Have some fun. Thank you, Sona. Have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone. You too, Tang. Bye-bye, Pavani, Basanta, Barath, Galfang, Juhi, Mazir. Have a good one. Have a good long weekend. Juhi, Zanab, Deng. Bye, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.